What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Move Better channel. I'm your host, Dr. Joe, and this is the Professor John Penacerata. Today, we're going to be talking about airplane flights and how you guys can get a little bit more comfortable on those flights when you guys are dealing with back pain or you guys are just trying to stay mobile on those long flights ahead of you. Winter season is coming up. You guys are there's going to be a lot of travel that is going to be picking up towards the end of the year. And we want to make sure that you guys stay comfortable with all the stress that you guys have to deal with, especially being on a plane. Let's get to it.
Let's go.
So the reason why John and I are sitting at this position right now is because obviously this is how it can feel. And actually, when John and I do sit it next to each other on an airplane, this is how it feels. We're shoulder to shoulder, and sometimes you guys might be feeling the same way on a plane where you don't have that extra leg room, you don't have that extra space. So what is it that you do in order to get you to be feeling comfortable out on the planes? How can we get some stretches in this position? Well, number one, this is the first one that we're gonna go into is, John, you're gonna be the stretching guy. You're gonna be the one that needs to get that work done. So the first thing that he's going to need to do is he needs to work on his posture on the plane. In order to do that, we've got to activate the muscles. It's more than just sitting up and trying to get your head nice and tall. You're not going to feel very comfortable in that way. What we want to do is we want to activate the muscles as much as possible. So the first thing that John's going to do here, he's going to put his hands behind his head. Lock your fingers behind your head. And we're gonna do this in different angles so you guys can see. He's gonna try to bring his elbows together and he's gonna push his elbows up into the air. Now, we're trying to be very discreet with the type of exercises that we're gonna do so that way you guys don't have to stand up, do some rotational exercises, although I do highly recommend those. Today, we're just gonna be working on some posture stuff that you can do right at your seat. So he's gonna bring his elbows together, he's gonna push his elbows up towards the ceiling as he pushes his chin straight back into his hands. And from here, he's going to start feeling all the muscles of the back of his neck, all the way down through his thoracic spine, down to his lower back start to activate. Now, as he's doing this, he's trying to create a better posture for his lower back, and he's trying to arch it and lift the rib cage up as he's pressing his elbows together. And so as you can see here, he's pulling his elbows up, and then he's trying to create an arch in that lower back. As he's pushing his head back, try not to look up so much, just push your head against your hands, and you're gonna start to feel all of these muscles in that paraspinals on the back of your spine that will start to activate, and it feels pretty good, especially when you're on a long flight. If you can hold this for a minute or so, that'll be perfect. 1 minute, take a break, take about a 15 to 20 second break, and then you're gonna do it again. And John, like John was saying, he was cramping already just by doing these positions, and it was helping him out. So again, we're trying to be very discreet with the type of exercises that we do, nothing too crazy. The next exercise is you guys are gonna have a water bottle. Make sure that you guys bring a metal water bottle. Most airports nowadays have the metal canteens that you guys can utilize or you guys can recycle. Those will be good too. They're a little bit smaller, but that's totally fine. This is a 32-ounce water bottle that we're going to utilize as a foam roller that you can self-massage while on the plane. Now, one of the things that he's going to do, he's going to grab that bottle, he's going to place it to start on the mid of his back. Place it on the mid of your back. Now my hand, there's a little hole here. So he's just gonna lean against it and he's gonna lean back and he's just gonna arch and he's gonna self-massage at this point right over here. So what he's gonna do, he's gonna place his hands behind his head and all he's gonna do is just thoracic extend and lean back against the table. I'll go on this side. Lean back against his chair and he's just gonna release tension off of those tight muscle groups. Then after he does one segment, he's just gonna move it all the way up and he's gonna press back and utilize the pressure of the foam roller or of the water bottle to release tension, self-massage, and then he's gonna go all the way up. Now, of course, your chair, you're not gonna be able to lean back as much as you are, but you'll feel because your water bottle is big enough, you're gonna be able to lean every segment of that of your spine over the water bottle.
All right, here's one where you can activate your pelvic floor, okay? And when you activate these muscles, it's gonna help relieve some of the stress on the lower back area. And a lot of times when we're sitting on these planes, our lower back is starting to lose its curvature, right? So here, what we're gonna do, we can actually do this together at the same time if you want to. You're gonna just take your hands, make two fists like this, put it in between your thighs, just like that. Okay, and then what you're gonna do is you're gonna rotate your pelvis forward, which automatically puts your spine in a way where you feel like you're sitting upright. Now to activate the pelvic floor, you're gonna squeeze your thighs and your hands with your thighs, just like that, and then release it. You're gonna squeeze, release, squeeze, release. Do that 10 to 20 times, activating the pelvic floor, your inner thighs. Okay, and after you've done a set of that, you're gonna actually feel like when you release it, you're sitting up straight, and your curvature of your lower back is more pronounced than what it was a few minutes ago when you were slouching, okay? That's one way. Another way of creating strength in your pelvic floor while you're sitting on an airplane.
All right, so try those 3 exercises, you guys. See how it feels when you guys are on the plane. I know there's a lot of our patients that ask us what to do when they are on the plane, or when they're on the plane,
because they're in pain.
Because they're in pain. They're trying to manage their posture while trying to minimize the amount of pain that they're in. So try those exercises out, you guys. Let us know how we did. Let us know how you guys did on those long flights. Make sure that you guys like, comment down below, share it with all of your friends and family. Let us know how we did, and let us know how you guys did on those long plane flights. Thanks again for joining us on another episode, you guys. See you guys next time.